See this? Natural flavors. Sounds wholesome, right? But here's the truth. That phrase can hide a cocktail of ingredients, many of them transformed beyond recognition from their original source. By definition, natural flavors come from plants or animals. Fruits, herbs, spices, meat, dairy, even seafood. But here's the twist. They can also come from parts of plants you'd never eat, like bark, roots, even wood pulp from paper manufacturing. Take vanillin, the main aroma in vanilla. Most natural vanilla flavor today doesn't come from vanilla beans. It's made by extracting lignin from wood pulp, a byproduct of the paper industry. That lignin is chemically converted into vanillin, then purified to food-grade standards before it's added to your ice cream or cookies. In the early 1990s, US food regulations changed. The FDA expanded the GRACE system, short for Generally Recognized as Safe. This allowed companies to decide for themselves if a new ingredient was safe without formal FDA review or public disclosure. They could hire their own experts, run their own tests, and start using the ingredient immediately. Since that change, thousands of new substances have entered the food supply, the vast majority through the GRAS pathway rather than the older, more rigorous food additive approval process. Analyses show that well over 90% of new flavoring agents and other additives are now self-affirmed as GRAS, with only a small fraction voluntarily submitted for review as artificial flavors or traditional food additives. Before the change, most new ingredients went through formal FDA evaluation. Today, most never do. This is why you see fewer artificial flavor labels today. It's not that the flavors disappeared, it's that many lab-created compounds can be called natural if they started from a plant or animal, even if they've been transformed beyond recognition. And because of the GRAS loophole, many of these compounds have never gone through independent, long-term safety testing. And here's something most people don't know. Natural flavors can also include compounds that are chemically almost identical to monosodium glutamate, or MSG. MSG is a powerful flavor enhancer that works by overstimulating certain nerve receptors in the brain. In sensitive individuals, high levels of free glutamic acid, the active part of MSG, can act as an excitotoxin, meaning it can overstimulate nerve cells to the point of dysfunction or damage. These MSG-like compounds can be created naturally during protein breakdown or added intentionally as part of a flavor blend. If they come from a plant or animal source, they can still be labeled as natural flavors, even though their effect on the nervous system can be the same as added MSG. So how do they actually make these flavors? The process can involve steam distillation, solvent extraction with ethanol or ethyl acetate, supercritical CO2, enzymatic breakdown, or chemical conversion, like turning lignin into vanillin. Once extracted, the concentrated flavor is rarely used alone. It's blended with carriers like propylene glycol or glycerin, preservatives like BHA or tocopherols, emulsifiers and anti-caking agents. All of these can be part of natural flavors on the label, and none have to be listed separately. To be clear, not all natural flavors are harmful, but the term natural is about origin, not purity. It doesn't mean the ingredient is fresh, whole, or minimally processed. It just means it didn't start in a petroleum plant. And yes, that natural vanilla in your dessert might have started life as a tree in a paper mill, and that natural flavor in your chips could contain compounds that act just like MSG. One more thing. If a product is regulated by the USDA, like most meat and poultry, animal-derived flavors such as chicken broth or beef extract must be listed by name. But in FDA-regulated foods, like snacks, soups without meat or beverages, those same animal-based compounds can be hidden under natural flavors if they're part of a blend. That's a big labeling loophole. So next time you see natural flavors, remember, it might have started in nature, but it could be transformed beyond recognition. And it might even contain ingredients that affect your brain chemistry. If you want transparency, look for brands that disclose their flavor sources, or stick to foods where the flavor comes from the food itself.